my Bubbie's Kitchen, and today we're making a perfectly roasted chicken with root vegetables. A one-pot meal. A nice roast chicken. Everybody needs to have one in their repertoire. It's the perfect meal to make to impress a date, to feed your family, for company. This is my recipe. It always comes out wonderful. I'm going to show you how to do it. First, I'm going to prepare the vegetables. Usually, I don't use all of these dishes. I'm only doing that for display today. And that makes it really easy. I put everything into my roasting pan. It's a one roasting pan meal. So, the bags of these little potatoes, cut them in half, put them right in. You just want to increase the surface area so that you get these nice and crispy. One bag of carrots. Wash them, peel them, usually I peel over the sink. Let's clean up. Dump in my carrots. I want all of these pieces to be about the same size because then they'll cook at the same size. So you know how a carrot is thick at the top and thin at the bottom? I cut the top in half, throw those in. Parsnips. Do you all use parsnips? They're just like a carrot, so much sweeter when they roast. Wash it, peel it just like a carrot. We're going to cut it like the carrot. We want the pieces about the same size as the carrot, so you've got the little bottom. Then the top. The top is much bigger, so just cut it in thirds. Red onion. So much sweeter than regular onions. This piece is fighting me. I win. Gone. The onion I'll cut in quarters, or because this is such a big piece, I'll do it in thirds. You're probably thinking, this is so many vegetables for this pan and the chicken to go in as well. And you're right. I will take out some of these vegetables and I will put them into another roasting pan, but the majority of them are going to stay right on top. But we like a lot of vegetables, and I don't want to have to cook anything else tonight. Just came home from work, right? You're tired. You want to get something in the oven while you do homework. Get the kids ready. Little olive oil. Some pepper and salt. I made 2 small bowls of salt and pepper because I'm going to touch the chicken. And I definitely don't want to put this salt back into my big salt container. It'll be contaminated from the chicken. So it's easier to just do it this way. Mix everything around. My oven is preheating, 400 degrees. I'm going to put thyme in the chicken, so I'm just going to sprinkle some thyme into the vegetables as well. Gonna get my chicken. I'll be right back. On to the chicken. I have to make a wonderful herby butter to put under the skin and around the top of the chicken, just so that it's nice and moist. Stick of room temperature butter, pepper, lots of pepper, lots of salt, and thyme. You don't want the woody pieces in there. Just pull everything off. They've got all kinds of contraptions to pull this stuff off. Doesn't make sense to me. This is so easy. Just go against the way that it's growing. It comes right off. I don't like rosemary. It tastes medicine-y to me. I guess everybody's taste buds are different, so I just use thyme. Even for my Thanksgiving turkey, I only use thyme, not rosemary. I use sage also, but I never use rosemary. Thanksgiving is a great meal. I wish you could be here for Thanksgiving. You would love it. I have my whole family here, both my sisters and their families. A lot of fun, a lot of noise, a lot of crazy. It's great. Now, none of this is going to go to waste, because all of these pieces I'm going to put inside of the bird. That's why I'm not really too preoccupied with whether or not I save it or don't save it or waste it. There's no waste. I just like to use fresh thyme for this. Maybe a little more. Nice and generous with the thyme. You can also make a citrusy butter. If you want to get chefy at the table, zest of an orange and a lime or a lemon. Mix it in with the butter, salt and pepper. Only a little pepper. This is unsalted butter. That's why I have to add salt. You just put that on the table with bread. It's heavenly. What's better than bread and butter? I don't think there is anything better than bread and butter. Okay, we got our butter. Now, important. You have to dry the chicken. You don't want it to steam. You want it to roast. Inside and out. Okay. Inside and out. Lots of salt and pepper. Both sides of the bird. Inside and out. You know what I forgot? Paprika. Don't want to touch it with my chickeny hands. Paprika will give nice color to the bird too. Little flavor. Okay. Rub it all in. What goes inside? All of the thyme pieces that we didn't use in our butter. A little more thyme. Lemon. Cut it in quarters. And put it inside. Garlic. Just cut the top off the garlic. This is going to be delicious on bread. I end with the lemon inside, and then I use 1/4 and I squeeze the juice in. And just stick that one in there too. Okay. Now I want to get the skin up away from the meat. So I just put my hand in. Break the connective tissue that holds the skin to the meat. Whoops. That's why people tie the bird. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just a home cook. I stick it back in. Now the butter. Very important. Butter in the thighs and the legs. As much butter as possible. Under the skin and all over the bird. Nice massage. I love the wings, so I never forget the wings. Okay. This messy bird, I'm going to put on top of my vegetables. I want one layer, a single layer of vegetables so that they'll cook in the same amount of time as the chicken. So I'm going to take my greasy chicken, put her right on the board. I don't like the wings burnt at the tips, so I turn it underneath. Squeeze my lemon in again, make sure it stays. Make sure my skin is all nice and covered. And because this dish of vegetables doesn't have the chicken on top of it, I'll give these guys some butter too. Wash my hands a little bit so I can get everything right into a 425-degree oven. Yes, it's a hot oven, but that's what's really going to crisp up this bird. About an hour and a half, I want to stick a thermometer in this bird, and I want it to be 165 degrees. That's how I know it's done and good for my family to eat it. I'm going to stick this in the oven. And I will see you in an hour and a half. It's been an hour and a half. Let's see if it's 165 degrees. $168. We're good. They talk about the juices running clear. I never understood what that meant. So what I do is I just use the thermometer. That's a tried and true method. I don't have to worry about anything. Now what I want to do is I want to get this bird onto the board so that it can sit for about 10 minutes. Because if it doesn't, all of the juices that we worked so hard to get into that bird are going to spill all over the cutting board. So that's good. I'm going to let it sit here. Look at that beautiful skin. My vegetables are wonderful. I can actually put them back into the oven if I like to get them even more roasty. See you in 10 minutes. Let's taste. Lots of root vegetables. So if you have a family of 4, you certainly have enough vegetables. Richie usually carves the bird, but just so I can show you how good it is, I'm just gonna cut a little piece. I definitely want some of this skin. I didn't make gravy. I just put all the nice butter and chicken juices from the bottom of the pan. There's a little bit of a gravy. You only need a little bit. Let's see how it tastes. Get a little bit of everything. I love parsnips. I didn't get carrot. Look at how juicy this chicken is. Chicken and potato first. That's good. The vegetables are cooked perfectly. Your family is going to love this meal, I promise.